Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here, a little midday money on the Wednesday, WINSA, the 22nd of February. Welcome on into the show. Like, subscribe, ring the bell if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. I put the Believe link in there so you can listen on the replay when you're taking a shower, taking a dump, you're driving somewhere, whatever you're doing. Listen to me. You know, you're in the shower naked. It's always weird when I talk to somebody in the shower, especially another guy. I just feel odd. I don't know, but you can do it to me. I don't care. I'm not here to judge. That's not what I do. But find it on your favorite podcast, streaming networks, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Free picks are posted there, so go get them. Why wouldn't you? It's another, if you're in the chat, you get them right away, right? I post them up. There's no dilly dallying around. You come in, a minute into the show, you say, "Oh, who's this guy got?" Wonderful. Write them down. You leave. You don't have to stay the whole show. But if you do, I appreciate it. Let's go. Let's start a little recapping action from yesterday. 3-5-1, maybe went 4-5-1 because I had Mississippi State at a bad number at a +2, and it closed a little higher. So maybe you went 4-5 instead. Xavier up 6.5, loser. St. Louis up 9.5, loser. Creighton up 8.5, loser. That's the way it goes, and that's how we're 173 and 167 in video. We're down 1483, basically 1500 now. Big swing from where we were a couple weeks ago, but that's the way February has been for me. My doggies aren't barking. They're off to the kennel. My favorites are choking. I can't get it right. I went from over 30 games over 500 to now I think I'm 15, 16 games over 500. Losing season in college hoops. Got to get it right. And that's the recap since it was just college basketball. But if you listen to Late Night Money, you get a recap of all of our AL and NL Central picks. So there is that going on. Baseball, Late Night Money, 12 a.m. midnight Eastern is when we do it live. And this week it's been a lot of baseball, but Saturday, Sunday, it will be some college basketball previews because on Monday, tournament action, ASUN, Horizon, Patriot League, Sunbelt. Tuesday, Big South, the Northeast, Ohio Valley get underway. So tournaments, 2-year anniversary coming up for the Midday Money Show. Let's go. All right, today's picks. Let's move on here. Try to get some winners in our pockets here. Providence plus 7.5, a spot. Yesterday I took the faves in this spot, and I'm going against that today with Providence fading them against UConn, and it's just I like Providence more than UConn. UConn's a little streaky and slow and steady wins the race. Providence has been a steady kind of winning covering team most of the year. No really crazy outlier kind of stuff. Give me the Providence Friars plus 7.5. Citadel and Coastal both at +7s. Maybe they may have moved these again. I put these up last night in the chat. Both +7s. They kind of fit my parameters here for dogs. I like them. Bonaventure under the 135. Again, struggling offense. Give me the under here. South Carolina against Alabama plus 18.5. I'll take South Carolina here. Alabama. Well, I was going to do a rant on Alabama, more specifically their leading scorer, freshman. Let me just say Boise first, and then I'll get into my little mini quasi rant, and then it's not going to be rant. It's going to be a statement, and I'll move on from that. Boise tonight. I said the other day I think Boise is a top 25 team. I really like them. We'll lay 5.5 with Boise. Bama's leading scorer, freshman. Apparently, we talked about the guy who shot somebody for Bama. I'm like, the guy was even part of the team. Whatever. It was a nobody. Their leading scorer gave the guy the gun. Does it get charged? I don't know. Interesting. Just think you're you're the second or third string quarterback on Alabama football. You're getting, $250,000 for nil money, and the starter's getting $2 or $3 million. What? You could just get some wacko to give him a gun to go. Forget anybody. Insert anybody. Give somebody a gun to go kill somebody, and not a crime. All right, Alabama. Good. Any Alabama peeps? Are you really married to your in-laws and brothers and sisters out there? Is that what goes on? That's just bizarre. Sorry, Alabama. That's how I feel right now. It's just wacky. I try to stay out of political and geopolitical and medical nonsense, but that one is already. Forget it. I'm gonna start losing viewers. Count's gonna go down. Let's get into the chat. Tim, any comments on gun control? Oh man, here we go. Jesse Shule. I'm tuned in, but I'm calling it Midnight Money. I asked Jesse today. I was doing a show with Ross and him on OSGA Winter Circle. I'm like, yeah. So if it's 12 o'clock here, what's it over there? He's like, it would be 12 o'clock because it's halfway across the world. It makes sense. It makes sense. My side of the flat Earth. He's on the left. I'm on the right. He's on the other side of the flat map. Midnight Money. I like it. Midnight Money. I guess I could have called it Midnight Money. I'd call it late money. Midnight Money would be okay. I called it late though, Jess, because it's for you it's actually midday. It's Midnight Money now, but it would be midday money on the late show. But that was more because it was like 10, 11 o'clock at night. I don't know. Tate the Great already took under in the Bonnie's game, and boys, they have a lot of money line leans. Lau, Appalachian, Rhody, Kentucky, Upstate, Southern Miss. So you like the Lau there. Who they got? BC on the road. So yeah, I'm Baltimore County. I'm more looking to home kind of stuff on some of these games. The Rhode Island game, that kind of stuck out with me because Rhode Island's been really bad, yet they're a fave. Kentucky's been holding steady 2.5, 3. I like the under in that game. I gave that out on the show today. So I'll go under in that. Should they win? Yeah, much better. 2.5, 3. I don't know. It seems like it's an easy win. I could grab some Upstate. I like Upstate. Sure. And Southern Miss. Who's the Southern Miss playing? Southern Miss is not my favorite Miss. That would be my Swiss Miss. Be number one. The cakes, not the hot chocolate. Southern Miss. I can't even find Southern Miss. Here we go. Who do they got? At home, Georgia State. Right, is that who they got here? No, they got Old Dominion. I'm sorry. Old Dom. Yeah, again, you're taking a short roadie. I'm not really loving it. Let's go. Michael's in the chat. Good morning. Great 6-1 night. Vatek only loser. Miami has turned into Kansas. Unfadeable. Yeah, I had Virginia Tech myself. It's a tough loss. Thought it'd be good. Gracious Higgs, I'm early, baby. Let's go. Good to see you, Gracious. Welcome to the show. Best Bets Team Money's in the house, my friend. Welcome. Michael. Cooley is a dog. Yes. No, he's a fave here with Rhode Island. Cooley, right? Is it still Rhode Island? SC big number versus Bama. Yeah. 18.5. I'll take it. Arkansas on deck. So you agree with me there. Georgetown. Who the Hoyas playing today? We liked the Hoyas money line the other day. ATS Monster, 7's back. Line is short, 10 versus the Johnnies. I mean, it's short because it's a pick 'em. Well, it's 2.5. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's a pick. Line is short was 10 at St. John's. Now it's, yeah. Again, I look at that number. I'm like, how do we take the Hoyas there, Michael? Team Money, college basketball was horrible yesterday. Every game but one I liked. I didn't bet hit, and all 3 I liked actually flipping but lost. That's the thing. You got, I take a lot of 500 kind of days, like yesterday. Taking the dog that people think the fave should get done. And I'll stick to them. They were great the first 2 months of the year, and the last month and a half, not so good. We'll right the ship. Maurice, good afternoon. Looking to take Indiana State over Belmont. The rates. I actually kind of like the over in this game, believe it or not, when I first looked at it. Money earning Furman, minus 13. Here we go with these big faves. I kind of lean away from those. Where's Furman here? They got Mercer. Yeah, I mean, they should roll these guys again. I can't lay to 13. Evansville, you want to go under, one of the worst teams. I get it. St. John's over 70.5. I like the Hoyas. Brandon, good morning, Craig. How are you? I am good this morning, Brandon. Good to see you. Best bets, T Money, Navy money line, lock. Sorry, they have 100 in a row. Oh my good. Oh my goodness, we got a Navy lock. Where's Navy? In the Navy, they're playing American. T Money. T Money brings out how many locks is that? 6 locks for Navy. Lean Vanderbilt. No, I mean I like LSU. Again, this is like the Georgetown line. I mean LSU's terrible, and yet it's a 1 or 2 point fave here. I do like Upstate. Warriors next week. Warriors should win by 30 on Friday, I guess, against the Rockets. Troy, no, he did. He did. Yes, he did. Michael, college basketball. I really want to grab Florida here +3 against Kentucky. LSU +2 versus Vandy. Short lines. I don't understand. Yes, that's I brought up on with Ross and Jets today. I'm like, I see that 2.5, 3. I want to take Kentucky, or excuse me, I want to take Florida over Kentucky. They're without their best guy, and they lost by like 20 or something, 19, whatever it was, last game out. And this is a team. This isn't NBA where it's like next man up. Fade injury report. You got a guy coming in there. These teams aren't 8, 9 deep. It's not like you get rid of a leading scorer and you get some other 4 or 5 star. This isn't Florida 2004 or whenever rolling a back-to-back national championships with Billy Donovan. This team is a whole home 500 group. Kentucky on talent alone should win this one. It's a no play for me on the side. I'll lean on the Gators. I get it. LSU, the same thing. They're just so bad, and I'm not hitting them right now. So I can't really keep adding games that I like when they're not hitting. And a couple yesterday I didn't add in any one. I mean, like the Texas game. There's a few I'm like hitting myself over. I like them. Should they go 2-0? I believe so. I like the Florida under though. I don't think we'll see a lot of scoring there. Jesse Shua got myself a play on Boise. Looks like a good spot. I think Boise's a good team. I think Boise is a really good team. No one, the Mountain West gets zero respect. T Money, he's not going to get in charge. He's going to be fine. He was lied to anyways. Buddy going to be fine. Don't know what to do. He didn't know why dude want. You're screwing around here, right? Your buddy tells you to bring a gun. Are you exactly? How don't you get charged for that, T Money? Is this a joke? Someone doesn't like you in Alabama. They get some other wacko to take you out. I mean, that's not a crime. You're kidding. You got to be screwing around here. It's Keith. Thoughts on Vandy? No Vandy. LSU for me and you. Line looks a little. I mean, LSU's bad. I talk LSU like daily in here when I talk about teams winning on the road, right? I always bring up why we kind of like these home dogs and small little dogs. LSU started 11-1 or 12-1, and look at them now. That's a prime example of conference play, stuff like that. And now we have a LSU team that has. Listen, they're a mess. They're 12-15. They've lost 13, 14 in a row. I don't even know what is their. Hold on.
14 in a row.
14 in a row.
14 in a row.
Let's go.
LSU outright today.
LSU outright today. This is like we took Georgetown the other day on the money line +5.
I'm already on Georgetown today as well.
Yeah, LSU outright. Belmont. They want to do a little Belmont here. Let me find the races. Where are they? Here we go. Indiana State. Pick them. I don't hate it really. They're home. They should get it done. How's Indiana on the road? Indiana State on the road. You know what? 7-5 is not terrible. I guess that's why this line is 1.5. I don't hate Belmont. I mean, it's a coin flip game for a reason. LSU. Best bets. Crush of Bama folks, T Money. Yeah, that's just crazy. He gave his buddy a gun way before that, and Efron was the one who gave it to the killer. Well, I mean, the police report said he gave it to him. to Troy Dallas. I mean, that's Fremont. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Captain Bryson House, good day. Without digging too deep in the game, I like the Citadel. I got the Citadel. There's Citadels in the chat. Plus a touchdown. He got charged. Well, yesterday he wasn't charged. That's why I just brought up. So he got charged when? This morning? That's when they started fighting the chat. That's how I roll, Earl Sports. Brandon's, in most cases, can't get charged with accessory to accessory. You can't get charged with accessory to accessory. I mean, if he gave it to the guy, maybe I read the thing wrong. As far as I'm concerned, it said that he gave the gun and told the guy it's in the back seat. I mean, no. I mean, I guess I understand what you're saying because the other guy did the shooting, but I don't know. That's yeah. Oh yeah, definitely terrible, Troy. But it's just one of those things. Like what? All right, I don't know. Who won the NHL last night? Who cares? Nobody cares about hockey, Brandon. NBA. Here we go. We're moving on. This guy brings up NBA. We're in a freaking All-Star break. Bring up NBA. Michael, really? Pound it. Central Florida, Cincy, Old Dom, Bama. North Alabama, sure. Old Dominion there. Again, you're home. Get it done. Cincy -8. Where are the Bearcats at? Who they have? Temple? I sort of, you know what? This isn't early. I was gonna say I sort of like Temple. Temple got them back start of the year, 9-point win at home. Temple's actually won 3 straight in this series, huh? Interesting. Interesting to say the least. What do we got here? Memphis on deck for Cincy. Back-to-back roadies, and then they go on the road again. I want to lean Temple here with this number. Again, could this be like the Texas game? It's too big. Possibly. It looks, but I thought that yesterday with a couple other games, and they didn't pan out. And Central Florida, this team, right? They hit a bad little stretch. I mean, look at this. They got Tulsa and Wichita. You take those out, and you got 7 losses. In the last 9. And the Bulls, we know you're a South Florida guy, and they are definitely of no great shakes. That being said, they do cover. How about an over? I'd go dogging over in that play. They should come out and smoking. You think UFC? I don't know. I kind of like the dog there. Dave, good morning. Like Kentucky and Iowa. No, I do not like Kentucky. I like Florida. And the Iowa game. Where is Iowa? Against Wisconsin. Of course you do. I'm on whiskey there, home. Lean whiskey. I got you. I got you as Central Florida free mind. Vandy over LSU. Nope. Great. Nick, didn't you come in here with a big it was Time Traveler with his 99.999% win on Xavier winner, which was a loser. I like LSU there. 14 straight losses. Never in doubt today, people. Grace, so I'm thinking maybe just bet 2 games or 3. Virginia, Clemson, Kentucky, Maryland over. I mean, the Kentucky game, I can't. Now it's up to 3.5. This was 2.5. I can't run and take Kentucky. The world's go back Kentucky. I'll just leave it on the sideline, if anything. Maryland over on the road versus Minnesota. Sure. It's a road game. Anything happens. It's a low total. I get it. Who's the other one here? Virginia over BC. Again, is Virginia a team I want to lay 10 points with? 9.5? No, thank you. No thanks. And Clemson and the Cuse. I want to lean to the Cuse here. Give me the Cuse. There's no way I come in and take all those dogs. Dave, over goals, first period, Calgary, and the Yotes. So 3 games today we're going to jump into. Over 1.5. The total is 6. I don't mind going over here. That one I could do. Fernando's in the house. Good morning. Ended 7-0. San Diego got it done and hit the 14.5. There you go. Winner, winner, winner. Minus a 10.5 and 14. Alabama money line, easy lock. Here we go. Really going out on a limb with a 20-point road fave. So I'll add this, Nick, because it's Bama money line lock, which is at 20 points. Is probably going to be, it's what, 18.5 points. I mean, it's not going to be 30,000 like your last great winner that you threw out here on your money line lock. Still trying to get right on that. I don't think you've won 32 in a row, 3,200 in a row to get out of that hole yet. What's Alabama? Hold on a second. Let's pull this guy up. Where is Bama? Here we go. Not bad. Only 2,500 on a money line. At Will Hill. Actually, 2,000. That's an easy one. Never in doubt. I guess you lay 2,000. Minus 2,000. Moneyline Markel's in the house. Welcome. David, North Carolina today. UC Upstate. We like Upstate. I can't believe a lot of people in the chat have Upstate today, too. That's interesting, but it is Presbyterian. Nobody enjoys the blue hose. I got to say, though, I think you're the third or fourth person to come in here with Upstate, and I am getting a little concerned with the love of Upstate. Notre Dame over North Carolina, or North Carolina over Notre Dame 6.5. Do you want to lay 7 with the Tar Heels? I don't know about that one. Did you watch the news yesterday about putting dirt into the arena? No. For the rodeo? Did not watch. I rarely watch TV there, Gabe. Providence looks like a big trap. Well, I thought the same yesterday with games, too, and I ended up having a losing day, Gabe. So, again, my best ball the last 3 weeks have been bad. Can't get out my own way. Thoughts on Wake Forest NC State line is NC State 6. How about an over, Michael? Over there. Boise a good team under the radar for playing so late here in the East. Yeah, Boise's a tough little squad. I can't wait to get some tournament on them. Bama kids aren't very smart. Trust me, says Team Money. Boise. Gabe, Boise's good. I have ticks on them to win Mountain West, but I got to be honest, San Diego State wins that conference with these, the way things are headed. Yeah, Aztecs look pretty good. They look pretty good. But, hopefully Boise gets in a tournament. I mean, they should. I don't want to see freaking 18 and 13 North Carolina get in because they're North Carolina in a playing game, or 17 win Wisconsin, or however many games they're going to win. Give me the mid majors. Team Money. LSU won't lose every game, but Vandy could quite easy. Again, this is LSU or nothing. It's LSU or nothing here. Not right. Thoughts on NC State? I like the over. I just said, give me the over in that game. Stay away from Kentucky. I like the under in that game. Would lean on Florida, but did not bet it. Erickson asked 2-3 last night. A blip with a proper bankroll management, kind of like Providence side here. Why is the line so big? Yeah, that's what I thought with Creighton yesterday in Texas. I didn't play Texas. I took Creighton, and they can't hold on them. I'm going to take Providence. I'll probably end up losing the way things have been going for me, but it is what it is. What am I going to do? James is in the house. Welcome. Randy Ross. He's liking Lowell. Everybody kind of likes this UMass Lowell today. That's a couple people in the chat on the UMass Lowell. Again, I would be more leaning towards the 3 at home. Providence, I'm with you. Lehigh against Bucknell. I could do 3 here with Lehigh. If Bucknell was getting 6-7, I lean a couple more points. Lehigh, sure. Colgate, you want to lay the 8 here. I want to take Lafayette at home. I do want to take it. I'm getting 8 points at home. I'd lean with the home dog. EKU and Kennesaw. The Kennesaw game looks like I think everybody's going to bet on Kennesaw. Because Kennesaw's a pretty good team. Line looks a little low to my liking. Let's take North Alabama here at home. Money line play there. And EKU, who they got? North Florida? Again, small fave on the road. I'm going to look to the home team here. Give me the Ospreys out of the ASUN. Best bet team money. LSU and Georgetown should never be taken again this year. Let's throw OSU in there too, and the Houston Rockets. See, I think LSU and Georgetown win outright today. Team money. I mean, we said Georgetown outright the other day, their last game, when they're getting 5. Tate great. I think at the end of the day, we all come together and say Detroit stinks. Yeah. Detroit. Is this Detroit Pistons? Are we talking Detroit Lions? Apparently, the league Super Bowl script next year has the Lions beating the Chiefs. Although I did comment on it saying, well, of course, Lions' moneyline play was the right side because 2 days before the Super Bowl, Mahomes requested a trade to the Redskins. So he didn't get charged. I know he didn't get charged. That's interesting. I mean, I don't know the whole details. You read it and you're like, that's just seems bizarre that I could give somebody a gun, have them kill somebody, and not be charged with it. Colgate by 15. The Raiders. All right, more reason for me to like Lafayette today plus 8, Jose. I'm against you there. Would it be safe to say no way, Jose? Give me the home team. Tate's a great. Cuse, yeah. Again, this is a spot. I'm going to lean to these dogs at these numbers that look too easy. Like, they should win. Yeah, they should, but that doesn't mean they have to. Doesn't mean they have to. Cuse and 5 worth a shot. Over, definitely the over, because I could see if Cuse doesn't stay close, I could see Clemson putting up points on them, and it'll be 84-67 kind of game or something. Get over the total. Gulf Coast, you want to go over against Lipsy, huh? 145.5. This line didn't move. I could go over the total with you. I like Kentucky and Iowa. I am opposite on both Wisconsin and Florida. I like the other way there. Gracious says it's coming to Boise. Yes. South Carolina, 18.5. Yes. Providence and Clemson. Clemson one's the only one I don't really disagree with. So you got Clemson at 3.5, and Tate the Great's got the Cuse at 5. Shop around your numbers. Tim, college baseball.
Oh yeah. Lighter card today because midweeks there's not a lot of games, so I got 2. I'll take Coastal like what Higgs has, but I'll take it in baseball. Take their money line plus 100 at home versus NC State. You get that little brother, big brother type mentality, in-state rivalry. I'll take that all day. And then Xavier, which is the early game. Xavier is 0-4 and faced off against Oregon, which is number 20 in the nation. Got swept by them those games. Louisville looks good off the rip, 3-0, but they played Bucknell. So I think this line's a little bit too inflated. I'll fade the ranked team because I believe Louisville is ranked. Xavier is not. I'll take Xavier money line plus 180. Not a good day yesterday, 2-4, but hey, bounce back today, 2+ monies.
Let's go. Moneyline Markel Cash on Texas, 11+ winning margin, and live bet 16-20. Yeah, Texas I thought was a good play yesterday. Wisconsin, yes, Maurice, get it. Markel's going UConn 11+. Why not? If you like UConn to win, get the more plus money. I don't hate you. Brandon, how about a Rockets over/under? Over. 14 straight LSU losses. Yes, Nathan. That's why we like them today. Bama Moneyline 2,000. If you bet 100 to win $5, it's easy money. Guaranteed winner there, Michael. John Brown's a Bama guy. Just so the most tickets, 10% in cash is on the Mets to win World Series. Give the Braves a vision now. In the NL, it's a lock. Mets going to Met. Oh, Tim.
Oh yeah, Braves to win the division's a stone cold lock. It's impossible for it not to happen.
I did this on Monday. We did the AL and NL Central. So I'm going to jump into this real fast. So the Braves are 135. I like their under. And the Mets are 140, and I like their under. Now, one of these teams will kind of start probably slowish. Maybe you find a little something better to bet on either of those teams. I don't think it's as easy as it's a lock the Braves win. I like the Braves pitching staff. Obviously, they're a little younger. I don't think they have the health concerns that the Mets have. That being said, Mets are still a good team, and the owner is going to go, even if one of these guys he's going to make a trade. He'll go and get another pitcher or a reliever or an outfielder, whatever they need. He's going to go and spend money. I just to say that it's a the fact that 15. I mean, it's not a lot. I guess it probably is a lot though. 16% for the Mets to win. It's probably a good. I mean, I don't know what the other teams are. I don't know what how that rates out to the other teams.
I think the Yankees are number 2, and it's like 10%.
Oh, the Mets are the number 1 team to win?
Huh?
The Mets are the number 1 team to win the World Series?
According to people betting it, which is why the Mets can't. Guys, the Mets can't have anything nice. We're not going to win the World Series. We're not winning the division.
Nope. Yeah.
We can't have anything nice. That's just it. Hey, I got my Mets on. They're not doing anything. I mean, they'll be exciting for the beginning part of the year, and then, like everybody says, the pitchers will get injured, and this, that, and the other. The Mets are going to Met. I know. That's just. I mean,
it's not just the Mets though. Pitchers get hurt. That's the way these guys are this year, or nowadays. It's very rarely guys make 33, 34 starts.
Yeah, and everybody looks at Verlander like, "Oh, you signed this old guy to a long." Dude, we got him for 2 years. Good. I feel like it was a. Oh, I'm frozen. Nope.
If you're frozen, that means I'm frozen.
Oh, nope. Okay, we're good. My computer froze. I can still hear. The only thing moving is you. We signed Verlander, and everybody is just be like, "Oh, he's too old. He's going to get injured." He missed 2 starts last year. And they were after the Astros had everything wrapped up, and they were resting him. And after he came off with Tommy John, he missed 2 starts last year. I'm not necessarily worried about him. Scherzer, fine, that's fair. He had the oblique, whatever. I'm not really worried about Verlander. That's just me. I already know the Mets are going to find a way to let us all down again. I'm already prepared for. I'm going to actually bet the Braves to win the division. The Mets are not winning the division. Done. And if they do, fantastic. I'm excited. If they don't, the Braves are going to win, and I'm going to make money. That's how it's going to be.
I mean, the Braves have a nice roster. You got to like their little setup here. But again, the Met pitching, it's, you got Carrasco, a little question mark for me, right? I mean, how Lucchesi, that guy's been healthy in years. Again, he's a bullpen guy. I like Tyler McGill. But he was hurt last year.
He was there for a chunk of the year last year.
Peterson. I like Katana. I like the Katana. Katana's a nice, solid guy. Can't go all wrong with him.
Senga. I'm interested to see. I think Senga.
You're a big Senga guy. You like your.
I think he's going to be a bet on pitcher for the beginning of the year, and then we'll see whether or not people can catch up to him. That kind of deal. And whether or not people get more information on him and then he falls off a little bit. I think he's going to be a bet on pitcher to begin the year. But we still got another month until baseball starts.
That's it. Brandy, yes, I was watching the news and they did put dirt into the Rona. Joe Otter should be coming today. Excellent. Excellent for the rodeo backers. Tate Great. Upstate seems to be the play. They did beat Presby by 2 at home. It was a game before they had to play top rank Asheville. I feel they overlooked the Blue Hose. I understand. Presby's not a great team. That being said, when everyone kind of comes on one thing, Tate, it's gonna raise my eyebrows a little bit, especially a smaller school like this. And people coming into the chat and start talking about, let's take Upstate. To me, that's a spot where I'm like, oh boy, what's everybody? I mean, let me take James off your side. Go back to you, Tate. The Big South. I know my little Big South teams. The fact that a bunch of people, I don't think I've educated everybody on Upstate. We've had them a couple times in here. Where's everybody getting that from? So someone else had to say it somewhere out. Because for everybody to just jump on them, that's a weird one. I mean, maybe they see the record and say, "Wow, 5-24, they're terrible, and they just got to win." It's a 2-point spread. I don't know. Press B for me. I got to go against the grain. James, off the top of my head, what do you think about the spread is going to be Youngstown IUPUI Saturday? One, I don't even know where the
Doesn't
game
matter.
is.
I'm taking IUPUI.
I mean, if it's IUPUI's home, I mean, I don't even know. If they've been covering IUPUI, right? What is their? I'm going to pull up their one. I want to see where the game's being played for starters for Saturday. You know, and I can get a little better feel on the game. I don't even know where this matchup's being in. IUPUI. Let's go to the Horizon League. So IUPUI's home. All right. Youngstown. How's Youngstown been? See, I can't even pull up a matchup. See how Youngstown's been playing here.
Youngstown has won 7 out of their last 9. Only 2 losses to Robert Morris and Cleveland State. In those games, they have covered in 5. They're 5-4 against the spread in those games. A bunch of the games, they're kind of equal with their over-unders. But the big thing is IUPUI is I like IUPUI. We've been betting Ooey Pooey all year. They have covered. IUPUI has covered in 8 out of their last 10 games. The only times they didn't was getting absolutely crushed by Wright State and crushed by Northern Kentucky. And you got to think, you looking at the stretch, 11.
It's going to be.
13,
I was going to say
17, 11. Oh, they were favored against Green Bay. 16.5, 17.5, 15, 16. They're always monster dogs. So
I'm gonna say this line will probably be like a 12.
And I will be on
13, I guess. Right? I mean,
Mhm.
The perception is they're bad, but they cover.
They're one of the teams that I really like betting on.
You know, to start you were like, oh, IUP, you think you got to stay away, but then all of a sudden you start covering a bunch of games, and you know, all right, you're bad, but you do cover. So that's. So I'm gonna say like 12, 12 and a half. I don't know. We'll see what it is. I'm getting double digits. You know, I'm gonna take a double digit home dog. They beat them by what game is this, Tate? Daryl, do I like Marshall? Let's go for some herd action here. Let's see what we got in. What's this Marshall line? Where are we at? 669. Against Old Dom. Excuse me, James Madison. How about an over with these two teams? It's, you know, tossed up kind of games like this. You know, Madison by 1. This total is 160 now. Is that right? From 156. I'm gonna lean. I don't know here, Daryl. I mean, in some spots, in this case, bigger conferences, it's easy to fade a team that's perceived to be better based on name. This one here, I'm just doing a face over look at the records and the way they've been playing. I mean, 23-6, 29. They're both 1-8-10. Marshall wins on the road. I mean, I want to. I'll say maybe Marshall here. Duquesne against LaSalle. The Explorers. Where's the L train? Lionel Simmons. We'll throw a name from the past there, Gabe. Do I want to lay with Duquesne? Is the question. Two and 6 on the road, but is it worth it at getting 2 points? They played last year. LaSalle got them by 9. In off of the Louis lost by 5. LaSalle had won 5 in a row before losing on the road. The dog and road team is on 10-4 ATS run combined, 5-2 each way.
I will say I'm on LaSalle if that helps out. I'm on LaSalle tonight. Plus the point.
I can't. You know, UT they're 2-6 on the road. Do I want to like? I don't care what it is. They've lost 6 of their 8. LaSalle, I guess it is. NJIT, you know we're going to take the Highlanders. We're New Jersey bias. Where's Gabe? Gabe's a Highlander guy. I know it. Heath, I like Boston U, Florida LSU today. Okay, Florida LSU, and the Terriers are playing Army. I like it. Take the dog there. I would like a little more than a 4, but I can't hate you for taking it, Heath. Johnny's got a key by back there, but still like Georgetown. Yeah, the line tells you to just take Georgetown. As bad as they've been. Providence. We got a teaser here. Providence and Virginia College teaser. I'd be worried about the Virginia. But I get it. You tease it down, tease it up. I'm not a big
Boston College outright today, calling it now.
Basketball teaser. Houston minus 15.8% on Tulane. Yeah. This is, again, I have a really good team laying double digits versus a Tulane team. It's not terrible. People are going to jump on Tulane. They see the record, like, hey, you played them tough last time. You know, you lose by 20 at home. Are they going to bounce back here, show some heart?
And this has got to be a look-ahead spot for Houston. They get East Carolina next, so.
I mean, I really want to say lay it with Tulane. Lay it with Houston here. I just can't bet it. Captain Bright, call me a square. I'll take Vandy over LSU. 54% on covers on LSU. Pregame is 89% cash, 80% tickets on Vandy. Yeah. So the covers numbers are interesting. Like I look at those things right on the screen, and then when I see when it's anything like over 70-ish, like Army here. It's a 72%. The line went from 4 to 2. Like that's automatic for me. I'll dive into Boston more. I mean, you're talking pregame here. Everybody on Vandy. That makes more sense to me. Because I don't see people taking LSU. I can't. Again, why would you want to bet that game? You know, I mean, I like LSU. I didn't bet it. Tamoose, how's it going, buddy? Said you like LSU, and your handicapper, the Mule, likes Vandy. Oh boy, is he? Shula the Mule likes Vandy today? Oh boy, yeah. Hey, Jesse's been hot. He's 63% on the year, 2023 for a month and a half. So ride him. He likes Vandy. I'm not gonna tell you to go against him. He's been hot. Moneyline Markel, go take some wings. Put them in the air fryer. There you go. Whatever. Uber eat that crap over here, Markel. Let's go. Bring it over. I know Markel doesn't like to use blue cheese. He likes to dip his wings in mayonnaise. Nathan, books are making harder to win, Hicks. They took away my first half money line technique. I use a lot in the past to win parlays. Yeah, I mean, it's tough trying to beat these freaking dudes now, man. They limit all your crap. At least there's offshore, man. Offshore's not going to do that. The problem is trying to get paid is a pain in the butt sometimes. I know. I understood, Nathan. Let's see. Buddy like Markel. I'm going to stay off Cincy game, even though I want to bet the. You want to bet it, huh? You want to bet Cincy? Yeah, the Cincy one didn't really jump too much to me there. Any news from baseball? Brandon, every night I do baseball. Every night we're talking baseball. Tonight, ALNL Wests. We'll go back over the win totals I already bet, some Cy Young and MVP stuff. Tomorrow we'll do a bunch of everything all over again. We kind of look into college hoops the next day. Friday late night money will be basically all a Saturday huge slate of games there we'll hit. And Saturday, Sunday nights, I will do some preview action for the upcoming tournaments. Campbell Camels plus 4.5. Johnny's Boston U. Providence. Okay, so Boston, yes. Providence, yes. Johnny's I don't like. Campbell, who they got? Winthrop. I don't hate it. Let's go 4.5 there. The line went up a whole point. I'll still take Campbell with you. I'm not. Again, didn't bet it, but I like the side there. And Abilene. This is an interesting one. I was talking to our guy Pounded about this game. He likes Abilene a little bit there too against Stephen F. Austin. Austin does win a little bit on the road though. That would be a cross-out game. Nathan, Temple screws me a lot when I bet against them. Agree, Markel. Even though I like the Bearcats. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those spots I kind of want to take Temple, but it's just a no thank you play. Truwala, BC to knock off NC. Here you go. So Boston College is playing Virginia, not Carolina. Carolina.
Notre Dame against North Carolina.
Yes.
And I like Notre Dame tonight, yes.
Yeah, take Notre Dame in the points there at home. Nice, another home dog.
Yeah, take Notre Dame outright.
I have to miss a day of betting because I was undisciplined this week and lost in a poker game. Nathan, come on. It is what it is. UConn, same boat, talent, but bad coaching. Yeah, the UConn team, that's why I took Providence today. UConn, we saw them true, right? They were like, wow, these guys look really good. Wow, it's like they're back, and then they hit a wall. We've seen this a bunch of teams do this. Right? We saw Creighton kind of have a run like this. Purdue looked really good, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, they look pedestrian. I can't lay that kind of number. Give me UConn. Brandon, put in the back and shoots in the arena today. Wow. Should be a fun weekend of rodeo. And I got to get on my for my son's license. I got to do that this weekend. He wants to go over there. Take the great weird line, Fordham and Loshai. Exactly. 9-17 Loshai. Against that, Fordham's 20 wins. Barbecue cook-off, Brandon. Where's this at? I need information on a barbecue cook-off, Brandon. I'll take Rutgers tomorrow. Where's my lines for tomorrow? Rutgers. Well, we got Penn State and Ohio State tomorrow, which means we're gonna take Penn State as a small doggy. Where's Rutgers here? We'll go to page 2. Oh, against Michigan here. I don't know about that one. Rutgers has not looked right. And Gabe had mentioned, they're down a guy. Colorado at home against USC, possibly. Northwestern against Illinois. Good little matchup there we have. St. Mary's. I mean, they'll be a 20-point fave tomorrow over Pacific. UCLA at Utah, probably maybe a little Utah action. Oh, we'll see. We will see. Gracious. I never disregarded you bad, so I also try to do my homework as well. Mixed match. You have to. I put the games up I like. And as I say, Gracious, if, there's X amount of games. I don't have a play on every game or every side or every sport. We know this. It's talked about every day. I kind of give you my thought on who I like, but I didn't pull the trigger on it. So it shouldn't talk you off of betting what you want to bet. I mean, like the LSU Vandy game's prime example. I want to bet LSU, but the fact of the matter is that for the last 3 weeks, my college basketball has not been good. I'm down. So I'm not going to force it just because I'm due and my game should start hitting. That's not what I want to do. I told you I kind of like whatever. And you do it that, you make your own choices. Although like I say all the time here, I don't want to talk somebody off. You're ready to bet it, bet it. I didn't bet it. One last game, Asheville at home, 10 versus Charles Southern. They should cover that number. I was talking to one of my buddies on Twitter who's asking about that game. I said they should cover the double digits. But again, I don't want to lay double digits. I'll just move on. No, thank you. Damon, Drake, Lowell, Providence plus points. Again, people are coming in. I got Providence already. The UMass Lowell, I got to tell you, that and UC Upstate, a lot of people like them here today. And I could do Drake all day long. I mean, I know they're 15-point faves. I like Drake. But that's a big number. Lock it in with the Kings in the house. Welcome. And it feels like corn toast. Absolutely. Free mind. Did I bet LSU? Did not bet LSU. I want to bet, like, same with Florida. I want to bet those 2 games. I could have pulled the trigger. I got 6 other games I bet. I'm struggling right now. I just don't want to keep chasing and loading and throwing games out there thinking I'm going to have a 8-0 night. Doesn't work that way. Even when I was 30 games above 500, there were a lot of 8-6 days, 10-6 days, like just grinding along. Now I'm on the opposite side of those. I'm on 3-5s and 4-6s right now. Alabama's best bet today, Markel. Really, that's 18-point fave on the road. Look, that's where you're throwing out as your best bet today. 20-point road fave. Nathan, I want to bet LSU my worst enemy's money. Just 2 cents, not a dime on it. I understand. 14 straight losses. Easy to go the other way. And that's what everybody's doing. Vanderbilt. I like the points. Take South Carolina. I bet South Carolina 18.5 last night, Charles. Ninja, Campbell, Winthrop over. Yes. Take a great man. Seems like everyone's on Lowland Upstate. Maybe staying off those. I think it's stinky play, but Rhode Island at home. And that's another one. Rhode Island, as bad as Rhode Island's been, they're a small favor over GW. I kind of like GW. Not enough points, though. Like that fits into my realm. I need about 5 or 6 points to take down. Grace, you got to live with the decision. Boston College. Money
Yep.
line.
If I have a dog, I expect them to win.
That's it. Rob is in the house. Welcome. St. John's no bet. Georgetown defense is awful. They are awful, but why is this line 2?
It's 2. It was 3.5 last night.
Hoyas. Does Tim like OKC tomorrow?
I haven't even looked yet.
We got NBA's back?
NBA's back tomorrow. I haven't even looked yet.
Are you sure they're playing? Is everybody okay to play? We got to check their feelings, make sure nobody's upset over the All-Star game. Everybody's feelings hurt. They got to show up. We don't want anybody heckling them in the stands. We don't want anybody booing. What time do I have? I don't know. Almost 1 o'clock. It's Ash Wednesday. You have to bet the Catholics. Take the great. Coach Ed getting 7, says Rob. Take the 7 there against UConn. I like it. Alabama by 17, James. I got the dog. I took 18.5 last night with South Carolina. It's just a big number. Carolina's bad. I get it. I can't it's 17, it's 18, whatever. Bama's got to be up 20 plus the whole game. I will take a shot with a 18.5 road dog. That's just me. That's just me. Boise, Markel. Yes, I already bet Boise. Take them Boise State kids in the Mountain West. We like them. Gracious. Bonnie's under. Yes, I bet it. Boise, 5.5. I bet it. South Kakalaka. Yes, I bet it. 3-game parlay. Let's see. That should be 3-0 night for you, Gracious. That's a 3-0 winner. Yeah, bam. I do not like Alabama. Tater Great says Michigan. This got to be for tomorrow over Rutgers. I like it. Higgs, one question, Grace. What do you got? Why'd they stop the Greyhound Racing Meadowlands? Good question, man. I don't remember. They had dog races over there? I only went to one horse race at the Meadowlands one time. That's it. Once. Yeah. Barbecue at Energy Stadium, Brandon. Interesting. I got to look into that because I like a little meat. Rob, UK, Florida, think Calipari. You and everybody else is thinking Calipari. I like the under. I gave the under out on a show with Jesse Shule today and Ross Benjamin, and I will lean on the Gators. I did not bet it. Why is that line? That line's just staying at 3. They're leading scorers out. They're terrible. And the line isn't moving. NBA, nothing but action, says Nathan. No betting allowed for me. No betting allowed. Grace says, F it, BC money line. It's called gambling, baby. I'm going with you. Gracious, all in. All right, it's that time. Providence plus 7.5, Citadel plus 7, Coastal Carolina plus 7, Bonnie's under 135, South Carolina plus 18.5, Boise minus 5.5. These lines may have moved. I put these out last night when we did the late night money show. Late night money again tonight, 12 a.m. Eastern. ALNL West totals. My thoughts on the division winner, Cy Young Rookie of the Years, back. Whoa. The parade is Saturday at 10 o'clock. I want to just go to the meat parade, Brandon. Greyhound racing with the Meadowlands. What planet are you on again? I don't even remember if they even had dog racing there. I remember the horses, Gabe. But Greyhound racing. Oh, my father-in-law worked at a dog track in Florida. That's it. We'll close the show. I'm out of here. Tim's out of here.